Soon. Thank you. Federal immigration enforcement agents are using facial recognition technology to track and record U.S. citizen observers. That's according to a new affidavit filed in federal court as part of a larger lawsuit accusing ICE of violating the constitutional rights of protesters and observers. Renee Cooper joins us to share more about this sworn testimony that she found and the technology that agents are using.
Well, that's right, Kirsten. Nicole Cleland says she was following agents in her car to legally observe their actions when one of the agents approached her, addressed her by name, and told her he was recording her and had facial recognition technology.
It was recording her face, documenting her identity for what the federal government has described as a database of observers.
John Beeler is a lawyer for the ACLU of Minnesota, whose case against the federal government now includes this sworn statement from Nicole Cleland, a self-identified Richfield resident and a director at Target. Cleland says she was legally observing, but the agent told her she was impeding their work and would be arrested if she did it again.
Recording, following them, particularly when they're not engaged in a stop or an arrest, is not impeding those activities.
And just like Cleland has the right to record agents in public, agents also have the right to record her. The legal issue, Beeler says, is the arrest warning. And that Cleland says 3 days after that interaction, her global entry TSA pre-check was revoked.
Both the initial threats of retaliation for engaging in protected First Amendment activity is unconstitutional, as is the actual retaliation, the canceling of her pre-check, the canceling of her global entry.
Cleland says she's less worried about her global entry and more concerned it could have been revoked because she was following and observing agents. And she says she hasn't done so since. What are the implications here?
Ms. Cleland was engaged in protected First Amendment activity, and due to the government's threats and the government's retaliation so far, she's no longer engaging in that activity. The government is successfully dissuading people from exercising their constitutional rights.
How widespread is this use of facial recognition technology by federal agents to track and record citizen observers, as far as you know?
It is increasingly common, at least in the Twin Cities. We believe around the state as well. It was not as common at the end of last year and almost entirely unheard of within the last few years. And we expect them to continue to use it more and more, both to build this database out, but also in an attempt to suppress the First Amendment activities of both people documenting and people who intend to document.
And we reached out to the Department of Homeland Security yesterday to try to hear their side of things. We'll let you know if they get back to us. Now, facial recognition and this database of observers is just part of this larger technology arsenal, Beeler says, that agents are using on the job. And Kristen, obviously, you know that 5 Investigates just reported on concerns of who has access to this statewide network of cameras set up to automatically scan license plates.
Yeah, and you can watch that story over at KSTP.com there. Really interesting. You'll kind of track where the lawsuit goes.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Renee.